When you think of Washington,
Professional streamer here has his mic on mute. Hello everyone, how are you doing tonight? My name's hiitschase. We're here tonight with a special guest, hiitschase, in our virtual travel stream. This entire month, in case you've just coming in, this entire month we are virtually traveling along the same path that Daniel and Sean Diaz traveled in the game Life is Strange 2 by Don't Nod Entertainment. Really good game, highly recommend, and we're gonna have a load of fun following their footsteps. We're starting off in Washington State and moving south all the way to Puerto Lobos, Mexico. I'm really looking forward to the end bit because I've never traveled to Mexico before. My Spanish teacher was always, "Oh, Mexico is such a great place. You gotta go visit it one day." And I'm like, dude, I can't even conjugate verbs in Spanish. There's no way I'm ever going to go to Mexico, you know? So, yeah. So anyway, hope everyone's been doing well. Please let me know in the chat how you're doing. Voice actor, thank you so much for contributing to the ad to the Love Jar Challenge. We do have a Love Jar on this channel, everyone. And every interaction that you give during our streams adds to the Love Jar. If you chat, adds to the Love Jar. If you've got channel points and you add it to the challenge, it adds to the Love Jar. If you sub, which by the way, Chase, thank you so much for that sub. Really appreciate it. Every sub equals money going into the Love Jar. You get the idea, right? At the end of every stream, I go through and take a look at all the interactions and add all the money to the Love Jar. So, you're probably wondering at this point, Muir, what the heck is a Love Jar? Okay, I'll let you know. The Love Jar is a virtual jar. It doesn't really exist in three-dimensional space. It is completely in your brain. But it is a jar in which I put money into. And at the end of every week, every Friday, I take that jar, take the contents, we split it in half. 50% goes to our charity of the year, and the other 50% goes to the streamer that we raid after the stream ends on Friday night. We give them gift subs, bits, tips, whatever, just as my way to create ripples and spread love out to as many people as possible in as wide circle as possible, because I like giving to people. It's my thing. So, as I said before, we are going to be talking with hiitschase tonight. And Chase is a content creator who has lived in the Washington-Oregon border for most of his life. I'll let him fill in the details when we bring him on the screen. He is over on Twitch as, Chase, let me know if I pronounce this incorrectly, as hiitschase. So, I probably mispronounced it. I'm guessing it's, oh, hi, it's Chase. I was thinking it was like, hiitschase. I'm watching Chase, so I've got him on cam, on my other monitor. And I'm just watching him laughing, and it's making me laugh, which we've got a laughing feedback loop. It's so much fun. Voice actor, you thought that as well? Oops. But now that you say it's meant hi, it's Chase, I can see that now. Now that's all I'm gonna be able to see. So so that's a good thing. Although, you know, the old game show, you know, it's Chase. You know, it's still, I like that. Feel free to use that in an alert if you want. Okay. Voice actor, how are you? I hope you're well. Quick reminder though, everyone. Before I bring Chase on, we do have two things going on. Two things going on in tonight's stream. I mean, not only Chase, but I mean, you know, Chase is the stream. But we also have our eat stuff. So 50 bits or however many thing. Hold on, I gotta look. 50 bits or 1,000 channel points equals me eating something from our sour sweets box. And I'm talking like the toxic sour sweets range. Yeah, I don't like that at all. It's horrible. But yeah, 50 bits or 1,000 channel points equals me eating something out of the sweets box. And 100 bits or a sub equals me eating something from the chili challenge. Chili chocolate challenge. And since... And this is up to 4 things, by the way. We got 4 steps that we do. Once we complete the challenge per stream, that's it. Until the next stream. And Chase, you subbed. Which means we have to do step 1 of the chocolate chili challenge before I can bring you on. So, voice actor, you're doing good. The PS5 is just updated. Nice. I'm really, really happy that you were able to get a PlayStation, voice actor. I was hurting for you when you said how long you had spent in a virtual queue online, only for all of it to be sold out. That blows, man. So, here's the chocolate. This is the mild version. It goes from mild to, oh my god, numbnuts. Numbnuts always scares the living daylights out of me. So it goes from mild heat to medium to fiery to extreme. So here we are. Here's the mild. The mild chocolate is mild. With just that nice kick of heat right at the end. So nice. I'm looking forward to getting to the extreme heat, which is like, oh my god, who lit the match on my tongue? Numbnuts, you call that good timing. The best timing, Numbnuts, would have been is if you would have triggered it just as I was chomping down on the chocolate. Then it would have made it seem a lot spicier than what it was. Sorry, try that again. It would have made it seem a lot spicier than it really was because I would have choked on it. So there you go. Yeah, exactly, yeah. And Rock, glad to see you here. The YouTube, yes, the chili chocolate challenge. The wonderful Smilebringer got all 4 steps. Put it in a video for me, and I put it up on YouTube today. So, loads of fun. Jace, the queues for the PS5 are insane. Oh, jeez. I don't want to buy a PS5, mainly because the queues are just insane. That and I've got a Switch. I've had a Switch for almost 3 years now, and I think I've played on it 3 times. So, if I can't play a Switch, which is literally right here next to me, then there's no way I'm going to be able to play a PS5. So, Numbnuts, you're mean, but you're not that mean. Love you too, Numbnuts. I mean, it's true. You are not that mean. I'm mean, though. I am that mean. After all, I do make it a habit to tell you up yours, Numbnut. Anyway, let's bring on Chase, shall we? If I can find the... Do you know what it's like? I'm sure you do. When you have so many windows open on a monitor that you can't find the one window that you're looking for. Even though it's the one that's on top of all the other windows. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going through right now. Anyway, everyone, say hello to hiitschase. Give us a nice round of love in the chat, if you would please. And here we are. Hi, Chase. Everyone, welcome, Chase. How are you doing, Chase?
I'm good. How are you? How are you doing?
Doing all right. So, thank you so much for agreeing to take part in this week's virtual travel stream. So, would you like to tell everyone a little bit about yourself before we get into the questions?
Sure. So, hi, it's Chase. I'm 28 years old. Lived in Washington State basically my entire life. Hold on. Let's see. I'm an avid gamer. I have kids. That's about it.
All right. What kind of games do you play?
Well, I grew up playing basically first-person shooters, a little bit of RTS here or there. I've been getting into story games more and more these past couple years. And let's see, what have I been? Assassin's Creed has always just really like been in my soul. Absolutely love that. And I did play the original God of Wars. I did just see voice actor was talking about it. I played the original ones back on the PlayStation 2. But then I made the swap over to Xbox. I've never really looked back. Halo has been a big part of my life from the very beginning. The Sims. Basically, I'm just kind of an all-around gamer, man.
Oh, that is awesome. I'm much the same as you. I am a very big variety streamer. Well, variety gamer. Off stream, for example, I play one game at a time on stream now. Mostly, things that collate to real life locations, because that's what we do here. Is we play a game, and then once we've played the game, we do virtual travel streams to the locations that were in the game.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. But off stream, I've been playing this little, very obscure game called Dragon Cliff.
I've never heard of that game.
It is very obscure. It's basically a game where you're building a town, and you send your adventurers off to fight, off to adventure, and they battle monsters and bosses to bring back gold so that you can upgrade the town and bring in more residents and everything. It's quite good.
I actually think I saw someone playing that game the other day.
Oh, that's cool.
And it looked really cool.
It is really good. It's an indie game, and I love my indie games. Indie developers are awesome.
They're kind of the backbone of the whole gaming industry, if you think about it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if you think about every game mechanic that's out there was first developed by or first made by an indie dev. the original video games, the Atari games. Atari started out, well, obviously being indie because there's no such thing as AAA games
True.
back in the 70s. They were all they were all indies. But yeah, it's really cool. And you mentioned The Sims. Which Sims do you play at the moment?
Right now, I have actually been playing through the original Sims, so like Sims 1. I'm one of those weird guys that didn't start Sims on PC. I started on console, and the cool thing about the console ones is they actually have a legitimate storyline where you have to complete specific objectives, then you move into a new house. And so that's what I started on, and that's what I just went back to. I just like kind of dug out my old GameCube from the back of the closet, and could not find my original copy of The Sims, unfortunately. But luckily, it's like a cheap game. It's like $7. So I just went and bought it, and I was like, "This is the shit." Oh, sorry.
Nice.
I should have asked.
Oh, yeah, it's all right. We're behind mature, so I always tell people.
Okay.
Yeah, I always tell people who are new to the stream. It's like, my channel is listed as mature, not because I curse, but because every game that I play is full of curse words. But so I also curse as well, so it's all right.
Okay, good. Because like I am featured on a couple podcasts, and I'm usually good at asking first, hey, what can I say? What can't I say? But I totally forgot to even ask you. So I'm glad I didn't break any rules, and I'm glad I didn't hurt anybody.
No. I mean, you're pretty cool. So yeah, the rules to the channel, just so you can keep them in the back of your mind, is nothing sexist, nothing that's homophobic or transphobic, and that's it really.
So
Obviously nothing racist.
Just be a good person.
Yeah, just be a good person. Yeah.
Okay.
Will Wheaton's laws. Don't be a dick. And voice actor says he's just opened the PS Plus collection of God and War and Persona 5. Oh, jeez. I want God of War. I really want that game. That looks so good.
Yes, it does. It looks super good, but unfortunately, I can't go back to PlayStation because I can't. I have a hard enough time trying to swap between the Pro controller for the Switch, and then like an Xbox controller, and then mouse and keyboard, and so it's like I can't throw anything else in there because X always moves.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Position.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've got for my computer for different games, because like all of the Life is Strange series games, for some reason my computer hates those games, as in my keyboard and mouse will not work with any of those games, so I've always had to use my my Xbox controller for those. So I've got that right in front of me.
I've noticed when a lot of people play PC games with a controller, they usually tend to gravitate towards like a PlayStation controller, but I always just pick up the Xbox one, and I guess that's maybe just because I'm used to it. But did you ever play the original Xbox?
Yes.
Do you remember how bulky and terrible that controller was?
Dude, I've got tiny hands. I mean, I'm five. I'm a shrimp. Okay, I'm like 5 foot nothing. And I've got tiny hands. I mean, hold on. Let me see if I can find something in scale. Let's see. Okay, yeah.
Stream. I'm sorry if it doesn't look like I'm.
Yeah, it's all right. I've got a Pepsi, a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi here. Okay.
Cool. Let's do it.
So here's a bottle of Pepsi, 2-liter bottle of Pepsi, and here's my hand up against it.
Oh my god. Oh, you got tiny hands. Sorry it took so long. I had to wait for the stream to catch up.
But yeah, I mean, tiny little hands. So, the original Xbox controllers, I struggled so bad with playing games on those. My partner at the time, he loved it because it meant that he won all the games that we played.
Of course.
So like if he played football, if we played football, the European soccer, European football. If we played those games, he always won because he had large hands and I had tiny hands, and I literally could not move my thumb from the A to the Y without. I had to use 2 fingers, for the key for the X, B, Y, A buttons, or else I couldn't move between the buttons fast enough. It was so bad.
Yeah, it was almost as bad as the GameCube controller, because the GameCube controller sucked as well. Because like you had like the little C stick down there at the bottom, that always just drove me insane.
Oh yeah, I did love the GameCube though. It was a good console.
Dude, that was probably one of my favorite consoles. Still is to this day. Just so many great games there, and so many leaps and bounds were made with that console.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the discs were like this big.
I loved the tiny little discs. Those were awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely loved it. My favorite game on there was the Herbs.
Oh, Herb Sims in the City? Is that
Yeah.
what you're talking about?
Yep.
Yo, hold on. Okay, I can't find it, but I know I have it. It's somewhere. It's not in my game.
You got it, do
Yeah,
you?
I do.
Oh, that's awesome.
I do, yeah.
I played must have played hundreds of hours of that game. I absolutely loved it.
That game was tough, man.
It was, yeah, but it was so much fun.
It was less about like actually like building things and creating a family like normal Sims, and more just about like, how do I socialize?
Yeah.
Which I'm terrible at, so it's like, how do I not be me?
I always thought that, because in Sims 4, you've got basically there's an add-on for Sims 4 that you can get that allows you to live in the city. So it's you can live in apartments and everything. And I think the Herbs was like the precursor to that. Then maybe because it was made by the same company, I believe. Yeah, and I think that was them maybe playing around with what it would be like to have a family of Sims living in an apartment building, for example. So.
Yeah. I don't think I ever really went back to my apartment in that game. I always just like chugged coffee or whatever, and like slept in the weird spots that you had around.
Yeah.
I never did anything with my apartment until you got the penthouse from Darius. Also, that game was cool because it featured the Black Eyed Peas, which was super dope. But yeah.
Yeah, the Herbs was my first introduction to the Black Eyed Peas.
Was it really?
Yeah. I'd never heard of them until I bought the Herbs. I'm like, oh, I love this music. This is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then I became a Black Eyed Peas fan and listened to all of their music and yeah.
just because of the Herbs.
Just because of the Herbs, yeah. And Rock's redeemed Guide the Raid, so we will be raiding Zypher518 at the end of the stream tonight.
Nice. I'll make sure to stick around.
Zypher's a pretty cool dude.
Oh, good.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into the questions, or else we're just gonna sit here and talk about old school games all night, which is perfectly fine.
We
but
the whole another stream on that, man.
Oh yeah. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna give you a shout out. Actually, Rock, you're around. Would you mind giving a shout out to hiitschase for me, please?
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And everyone go and give Chase some of our coffee love. Go give him a follow. He streams like way early AM here in the UK. But I have watched some of your VODs and they're really good. So.
Oh, thank you. Let me see. What time is it there right now?
It is 8:30.
Okay. So yeah, I personally am 8 hours
so.
behind you.
Yep.
So it is 12:50, or I'm sorry, 12:25 p.m.
Yeah. I hate time zones. I really do.
Yeah. Do you guys do daylight savings over there?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Dude,
It
it
always
sucks, especially when you
messes.
have kids, dude.
Yeah, and our daylight savings is before the States. So we go from, because my entire family live in Missouri.
Mm.
I was born over there. So when our daylights, we're usually 6 hours ahead of Missouri. And when we have daylight savings time, it changes for a little while. So instead of 6 hours ahead, we're only 5 hours ahead, and it always messes me up. So
Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet. I couldn't even imagine. I mean, I have a hard enough time trying to figure out, okay, what time am I losing sleep or am I gaining sleep this time? Like,
yeah,
I can't even imagine trying to figure out anything else.
yeah. There are some times when my mom was alive. I'd be like, okay, it's it's like 9 p.m. her time. So it's like, all right, she doesn't even really go to bed until 10. So I'll ring her up and check up on her, make sure she's all right, see how she's doing, and I got the times wrong, and it was actually past 10 o'clock when I rung her, so she was already in bed, and I'm like, oh, geez, Mom, I'm
Oh
sorry.
no. Sorry, Mom.
Yep. Hey, Smilebringer, how's it going?
Oh man, yeah. Luckily, the majority of my family all live in like the same time zone. You know, I mean, like we all have basically my entire family lives all along the west coast of the U.S. and we're all in the same time zone. And I'm sorry if you can hear my kids in the background. My mic is very sensitive, and my kids are about to go take a nap, so they're like screaming outside the door. So
Oh, no, I
we're gonna
can't hear him.
edit
It's
time
fine.
for that.
Absolutely fine. Can't hear him. I mean, I've got a cat who sometimes jumps up on my desk while I'm streaming, and
Oh,
she'll just be like, "Meow," and
I can't even imagine.
you know. Oh, I've got loads of videos over on YouTube of clips where she's interrupted the stream. It's just one time she refused to move because she likes standing right or sitting right in front of my keyboard, and she refused to move. And I had one of my son's toys, which is a rubber pig. You've heard of rubber chickens, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
we have a rubber pig for the dog. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I had a rubber pig on my desk that I was going to give to my son because he loves stuff like that. And the cat wouldn't move, so I took the rubber pig and I made it oink in front of her. And she just totally freaked out, jumped off the desk, and like ghosted me. She totally ignored me for the entire rest of the day. If I got within 3 feet of her, she'd run off. Like, nope, I don't want to know ya.
I love it. That's funny. So, questions, right? Are we doing questions?
Yes,
Oh,
questions.
hold on. I think Rock is wanting us to hydrate. Is that right?
Mm.
Is that both of us? Can I
Yep.
hydrate too?
Feel free, yes. Thank you for the hydrate, Rock. Rock always makes sure that I'm well hydrated.
I always forget to bring water up, and that's why when I remembered, I was like, "Yo, do I have time? Can I go get a water real fast?"
Oh yeah, it's fine. Rock, ooh, a mirror hydrate emote. I'd have to put that on BTTV, but yeah, that is totally a thing that I can make up. Okay, so questions. Yes.
Let's do it.
Before we get on another tangent. So, all this month we've been virtually traveling through the locations that Sean and Daniel traveled through during our Life is Strange 2 playthrough. One of the places that they spent a lot of time in was Washington State, where they lived with their dad, Esteban Diaz. So my question to you is, what part of Washington do you live in? And... Oh, go ahead.
No, no, no. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and what is your favorite memory that you've got of living there?
Okay, so currently, and for the past 20 years, so I'm 27. So for the past 20 years, 25 years, I've lived in Southwest Washington. So basically, I live just north of Portland, Oregon, right across the river, right across the Columbia River that separates the two states. You cross that bridge, and you're in Vancouver, Washington.
Ah, cool.
Um, Before that, I lived on the east side in Tri Cities, specifically Kennewick. So Tri Cities is made up of Kennewick, Pasco, and Richland, and I lived in Kennewick. Um, and it's polar opposite like climates over there. There it's like sunny and dry and desert, and here it's wet, rainy, boggy. Um, but I love it over here way more than I love it over there. Um, as far as a specific memory, dude, man, I lived here my entire life, dude. I don't. I mean, I guess. Oh God. Um, Massive life events. I mean, I was married here. I had kids here. You know, I met my wife here. Um, Probably the coolest thing was when I met my wife. I found out because I just moved like a half hour north in a small little town called Kalama. Um, and come to find out that my wife lived literally right behind my grandparents, who I lived with for a time, and we just never crossed paths. So
Wow.
that right there is actually pretty cool. That might be my favorite memory. Just realizing, oh my God, you've literally been here, and we just never met.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, it is amazing, isn't it, that you can live so close to someone your entire life and never meet them. Our little brains, our little tiny human brains, sometimes can't comprehend that that's possible.
Yeah, and I mean, like, Southwest Washington as a whole is not very small. I mean, like you could drive a half hour north and pass through 3, 4 different towns, 5 different towns. I mean, so it's like it's not very small at all. And so just realizing, like, oh, that actually happened is pretty cool.
Yeah. Smilebringer says, as a person who's never been to the U.S., it keeps dazzling me how big these places are. Me thinking that is just a neighborhood around town, yet I hear so many places that are just within one state or district.
See, the funny thing about that is, let me, just so I know that I'm right here. So Vancouver, Washington is the city itself, right?
Yeah.
But within Vancouver, so Vancouver, as of 2019, has a population of 180K. And it's the 4th largest city in Washington. I'm trying to see how many districts we have. See, because you live in the UK, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so like, you know how, like, I'm not too big on like UK geography, but within London itself, right, you have different like boroughs, I guess you could call it.
Yeah. I mean, because like in
Yeah.
London, there's you get the circus. There's basically what we call London. Is made up of lots of towns and villages that all make up London. It's
Gotcha.
basically London kind of ate them and incorporated them over the years.
Yeah, we basically have the same thing. So like I live personally in Hazeldale specifically. But then just north we have Salmon Creek. Just south we have downtown. East we have Orchards, Battleground, Brush Prairie, East Vancouver. I mean we have a ton. And then if you go out the gorge a little ways towards eastern Washington, like maybe 25-30 minutes from me, you have Washougal, which are like the last like massive incorporated places before you head into the Columbia Gorge, and then that is like the gateway to the east.
Wow. I, I lived in the States for 24 years. First 24 years of my life, I lived in mostly in Missouri, but I lived a couple of years in Kansas. And when I came over here, it freaked me out how what I considered a city in the States in Missouri, because I lived in the town that I lived in, it was considered a city. It had a population of just under 5,000 people. And it was considered a city. Yeah, in Missouri.
It was a city?
Yeah, it was considered a city. And I came over here, and a city over here can population doesn't matter over here. A city, yeah, a city could technically be a couple of hundred people, or it could be hundreds of thousands of people.
Interesting.
A city is determined to be a city when the queen says this place is a city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like an honor bestowed upon a town.
Yeah, here I think it I don't know the actual legal ruling on what is a town versus a city or whatever. But I think we just all came to this consensus that like if it is a metropolitan area or if it has more than like 7 streets, then it's a city.
Yeah, that's about right.
that sounds about right. Or like if your graduating class for like high school is like over 1,000, it's a city. Like my graduating class in Kalama was 74 kids, so that was a town, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, my I'm trying to remember now. When I graduated out of high school, my final year of high school was in Wichita, Kansas, and I think the number of graduates in my year, I think it was about 1,000 kids. And Wichita, wow. Kansas. Wichita is it's a city. It's huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's
not the capital?
No, it's Topeka is the capital, and it's actually smaller.
Oh, whatever.
Or when I was living there, Topeka was actually smaller than Wichita was.
Really?
Yeah. I think Topeka is now caught up to Wichita, if not exceeded, population wise. But yeah.
Hold on, your stream is bugging out on my side. You can keep asking questions.
I'm just checking to make sure that it's all right on my side.
Yep. Okay. No, we're good. It was
okay. Good.
Yeah. We're all right. We're good.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. Rock is just saying that the stream is having a bit of problems as well, and yeah. Okay. So I think it was just Twitch. Because I'm showing no drop frames or anything on OBS, so I think it was just Twitch.
Good.
So welcome back, everyone.
What are you doing? Kate, I'm busy. I'm sorry, my wife.
It's all right.
Would you like to say hi?
No.
You can come say hi.
No.
Hi.
Okay.
Where's the camera?
It's there. You can look at the top. The top is live.
From what I could see of that jacket, that looked like an awesome jacket, by the way.
He said you have an awesome jacket.
Oh.
From what he could see from it.
Oh, I was trying not to fuck up your background.
Oh, it's all good.
Shoes.
Oh yeah.
So I want to go check the mail.
Okay. All right, go.
Nice.
Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, that's definitely an awesome jacket.
He said it is definitely an awesome jacket. All right.
I was gonna say, you've got one of those fancy cameras that has all the blurry backgrounds and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get my camera to do that because it's just a Logitech.
I'm telling you, man, you gotta invest into a DSLR or a mirrorless camera. You know,
one day,
talk.
yeah.
I'll figure it out for you.
And thank you for the other hydrate rock. So Smilebringer has said, hold on, he's talking about Netherlands. Let me bring up the message. So in the Netherlands, where Smilebringer comes from, he said it had to do with city rights that was either given to a city or not. There were towns of 1,000 people that were considered a city, while there were cities of over 15,000 that was still considered a town. He says, I think it also had to do with whether or not you had a wall around the city or not.
Interesting.
Yeah,
that right there just confuses me. Like, it doesn't, like I understand it, but like here in the U.S., like I don't think any of our cities have walls. No, I don't think a single one does.
I mean, you do have your forts over there.
Yes.
And technically those are walled towns or walled cities. Some are.
There is a Fort Vancouver actually, which is in our downtown area. One of the cool things about Washington is it was.
I think my stream has completely gone down. Hold on one moment, and I'll try to fix that.
No problem.
Oop. Okay, I think we're back up now.
Gosh darn Twitch, man.
I know, right?
How dare they, man? We're just trying to make money, you know? We're just trying to educate people on Washington State.
Yeah, the streaming gods do not like educational content, I'm guessing.
No, I don't think they do, man. I don't think they do.
Yeah, I think we're back up now, though.
Cool.
I'm looking at the stream preview, and I can see your face on my stream preview, so that's a good thing. So
Sorry you got to see my face, but I'm glad.
And Josh is here. Morgenstern, the old definition of a city in Henry VIII's times was whether it had a cathedral or not, but that's changed, and now the definition here in the UK is a bit more wishy-washy, he says.
Makes sense. I'm glad that they're progressive enough to realize that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, religion doesn't dictate what a city is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm really glad that the UK's moved on from being quite so religiously minded. Because
I wish I could say that about the U.S.
Yeah. Well, learning about all the UK history that I've learned while I've been living here. But by the way, the UK history that you learn in the States doesn't even scratch the surface, and of course it's tainted by the U.S. history side, you know. So the history over here that I've been learning has been really, really eye-opening and really educational. I love it.
Oh, good. That's one of the best things, because it's like with the way that the U.S. history is, it's so different, right? Because we just I'll say that for another time, because I'm going off onto another tangent here.
Tangents are all right. I don't mind tangents. And but I will pause this there for a moment, because because Numbnuts has triggered the sour candy alert.
Oh, do it up.
Which I love that alert. For those of you who don't know or didn't recognize the song on that alert, I found the song that I use on my sour candy alerts is Sour Candy. You know, Lady Gaga's Sour Candy.
Oh my god.
But I found an auto-tuned video of Donald Trump singing Sour Candy on auto-tune. Yeah, so that I wouldn't get any DMCA, I took the video of Donald Trump's auto-tuned sour candy and put it on alerts. It's awesome. I was just laughing myself silly over it. It was so funny while I was making it. Exactly, Smilebringer. Yeah, DMCA free version. Yep. Best way to do it. Alright, so let's choose my suite for tonight. Here's the box, by the way. This is what I have to choose from. Just one or two pieces of candy there. And we're gonna go with a Warheads Extreme Sour Lemon suite.
Good choice. Good choice.
It's stuck to the...
Uh-oh. That can't be good.
Wow, yeah. Hold on. Okay. I think we're back now. Again. Smilebringer, why is this happening wrong Twitch? I have no idea. It's just so weird, isn't it? I think we're back now, though. Oh, you're muted.
I'm unmuted now. Thank you.
There you go. No worries.
Professional streamer, you know.
Oh, yeah. You know what? If I had $1 for every time I had my mic muted at the beginning of the stream.
Oh, man, I'd be rich.
Same, yeah.
Dude, when I saw you do that at the beginning of your stream, I laughed. I was like, oh god, oh, I feel his pain.
You're not the only one, yeah.
Yep. I think I once went like 5 minutes with my mic muted, and my wife was finally like, "Oh, your mic's muted." I was like, "Are you serious? Come on." So that was not fun.
No. Yeah, Smilebringer's like, you can also not mute it, and we hear things before the stream starts.
Yeah, I'm not down for that. Okay, so what is where were we? What is our next
question? Yes.
thing?
Okay, so I'm gonna ask. Whoops. Sorry. I'm gonna ask about a location. Have you played Life is Strange 2?
I have not.
Okay, highly recommend if you like story-based, games, where your choices carry a bit of weight as to how the game ends. It's a really good game. Highly recommend. But in the game, there's a few locations. I want to see if these locations actually exist, or if you've been to them. So obviously there's Seattle, Washington, which I know exists.
I think that one exists, yes, and I have been there. I used to, one of my jobs was I used to work up there every other week. So I would do the drive from Southwest Washington up to Seattle. It's about 3.5 hour drive, and then work up there for the week and come back.
Wow. I mean, I'm just thinking, I'm like, geez, that's mad, because I refuse to travel more than an hour away from home to get to work. Yeah. Which, I mean, technically, because I'm trying to find another full-time job. Well, out of the house job, office job. And technically, I could work in London, but it's like 3 hours each way to get there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's like, nope.
Oh,
Katie
like-
Kins, thank you for the follow.
That's my wife.
Ah.
she said something about, oh my god, the little gnomes, and I look at the stream and I'm like, oh. And I look over her, I was like, oh.
Oh dear. I like the gnomes. Speaking of gnomes, I did a thing. I don't know if you know the Christmas gnomes that all you can see is like a round body with a huge beard and the hat that goes over, hides the rest of the face. A Christmas thing. Saw on Amazon. They have Easter ones.
No. Can you link me after?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you, because I want one.
Yeah. The one that I saw was bright. He was dressed in bright pink with bunny ears and holding a carrot.
Oh, that's amazing.
With a, I bought it.
Oh,
it's supposed to arrive. It's supposed to arrive by the 19th of March. So I'm really looking forward to when that gets here.
I love it. I love it.
Okay. Anyway.
Tangents, man. I swear.
Yeah. Okay. The next place is Pierce County, Washington.
Pierce County. Yes. Yeah. Pierce County's up north, if I remember correctly. I think it is actually right before. Let me make sure here. I think it's right before King County, which is Seattle.
Because
Yes. Yeah. It's like down into like the west. So it's like right before Seattle in a place called Tacoma, and it just spreads into the Olympic rainforest, basically.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, because the way that it in the game, they went from Seattle to Pierce County and the Mount. I'm probably mispronouncing this, but the Mount Rainier National Park.
Yep. Mount Rainier. Yes.
Mount Rainier. Yeah. I just have to remember the joke of Mount Rainier. Have you heard of it?
No. Tell me.
What do they call Mount Rainier during the summer?
What?
Mount Dry.
God damn.
It's so bad. It's a dad joke. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
and no one is typing anything in the chat, and I know for a fact that it's because they're just all face palming so hard right now.
I'm surprised you didn't hear the audible slap that the wife made to her own forehead.
I didn't hear that. No. Oh dear. Okay. So next question. Hold on, if I can find it. Okay, here we are. Okay, what is the best thing, in your opinion, about living in Washington?
We have 4 seasons.
What? Whoa, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, we do. We're actually, us in Oregon, are probably one of the only states that have 4 seasons. So we have spring, summer, winter, and fall, or fall and then winter, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, we get rain. We actually get like 150 inches on average in Washington a year. But we also get our hot days as well. I think we capped out at 102 last year, babe. Yeah, like 102 degrees last year. We got snow this year. Everyone was snowed in because it doesn't snow a lot here. So like we don't really carry things for snow unless you go up to the mountain. And so like no one could make it up our hill here. So that was fun. But yeah, no, that's probably the best thing about living in Washington is just the 4 seasons.
Wow. Yeah, because here in the UK, we get, I want to say, I mean, we acknowledge that there are 4 seasons here in the UK. But we normally get from, I'm just trying to think here. So, December, the, like, end of December through, mid-March is winter. I mean, right now, like today, it got down to -1 degrees Celsius, which is 0 degrees is freezing. So it got down to just below freezing.
Degrees Fahrenheit ish.
About 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like 70 degrees Fahrenheit today. 65 to 70.
Wow.
We're like getting into springtime now, which is pretty cool.
So we do have that's winter. We do have spring. Spring here lasts from, I would say, September into June. I'm counting winter as part of spring as well.
I was like,
yeah.
Wait a second.
Because we don't get snow here very often. Instead, it just rains. Like 9 months out of the year is rain here in the UK. Summer lasts 2 weeks, and autumn kind of sneaks up on us. It happens around summertime in September, and the leaves will be green, and then 2 days later, all of the leaves' colors will have changed, and then 2 days later, there are no more leaves on the trees. That's that's our autumn.
Yeah. Here it's like it'll be like hot for like the last like couple weeks of August, and then you'll just wake up one day and you're like, it's a little chilly out, and that's fall. That's basically fall. Yeah. Autumn, fall. Do you guys is there a difference between autumn and fall?
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
It's
I
the
just
same,
wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. I'm not smart like.
Smilebringer says.
American, come on.
Smilebringer says Scandinavia has more winter than the other 3 seasons.
oh, I bet that.
Oh yeah. That's why I will never move to Sweden, Smilebringer, because I don't fancy 8 to 15 inches of snow at once.
See, I do. That sounds great.
No.
Oh,
I have
great.
I have Raynaud's. Don't know if you've heard of Raynaud's disease. Raynaud's disease is a blood circulatory disease. It's a condition where your blood doesn't pump all the way through your extremities like it should.
Interesting.
And that's why I wear these gloves. They're compression gloves, and they help help push the blood to my fingertips. My fingers are constantly cold, and when I have an attack, a Raynaud's attack, my fingertips will turn pure white with complete lack of blood, and they'll go extremely cold.
Oh my gosh.
And if I touch anything that's like, if I put my hand in the freezer and like to grab, like, say a pint of ice cream or something, touching anything that's cold causes like little electric sensations, like an electric shock to go through my fingers up my arm. It's not a nice condition.
No, that's not nice at all, man. Wow. Yeah, so I could see how you wouldn't like 8 to 15 inches of snow at one time.
Yeah. My perfect temperature is I would say, I'm going Celsius here because I've lived here in the UK now for 20 years, so I've kind of gotten used to Celsius. Yeah. So my favorite my best temperature here is between 10 degrees Celsius and 14 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
Which I think is between. I'm not 100% certain, but I think that's somewhere between 60 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit, if I'm thinking correctly. But over here, 75 degrees Fahrenheit, because of the humidity, is like 100 degrees Fahrenheit over there to you.
Gotcha.
So
with the quick math calculator that I did called Google conversion, it's looking like probably 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit is what you were saying, but then you mix the like humidity in there, and it just I can see how that could work good for you.
Yeah, because I mean, when I say it gets hot here in the summer, I'll like on Twitter, for example, I'll tweet, "Oh, it's really hot today. It's 13 degrees. I'm wearing shorts," and people are like, "It's only 65 Fahrenheit. How are you wearing shorts?"
Yeah. Oh yeah, but it's super humid. So you guys are also surrounded by ocean, so it's like.
Yep.
No thanks. No thanks. I went to Mexico one time. Twice I've been, but I went to Cancun, which is on like the eastern peninsula, and it was like 70 degrees, but it was 99% humidity.
Oh wow,
dude, I was so sticky, and I hated it. Absolutely hated it. And yeah, Rock is right. 65 degrees is definitely 100% shorts weather. We usually wear shorts. Once it hits 60, we wear shorts. Here, at least in the Northwest, because we're just so used to it being between 30 and 45, 30 to 50, with rain. So it's like once the sun comes out and it's like 60, 65 degrees, we're like, yeah, it's short time, baby. It's short time.
Nice, yeah.
One of the requirements to live here is you have to have the pants that then zip to shorts, so that way you can just rip them off at a moment's notice.
Oh, those are so nice. I love those. I really do. Or the shorts that have, or the trousers, the pants that have, that are kind of loose fitting in the calves, and you can roll them up. I used to have a pair of these. You could roll up the pant legs up to your knees, and there was like a little loop that you could snap to hold them up in shorts position.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I had a couple pairs of those.
Sports mode activated.
I loved them. All right, so
I love it.
We went from the best thing about Washington. What is the worst thing about living in Washington?
Two things probably. One, the amount of rain that we get. Because like in the wintertime, yeah, I know it's cool when it snows, but like when it's just rain for 6 months straight, it gets pretty depressing, you know. It's not the best. And then also the cost of living. It's so expensive here specifically, and then up in Seattle as well. But right where we live, we get a lot of people that work in Portland that come across the river and live where we are, and it just like jacks everything up. I mean, 6-7 years ago, you could have bought a 3-bed 2-bath house for $200K, but now a 3-bed 2-bath house is what, $350, $400, depending on the area you live. Yeah,
that's mad, because the house that we're in now, the mortgage on this house costs the full house costs 200,000 British pounds, and we're in ours is a 3-bedroom house.
yeah.
So that's about 300,000, I think. $300,000. 200 pounds is about $300,000,
yeah.
I think.
I mean, we're talking like rundown kind of ranch style homes that you need to put in $50K just to make it livable, and they're still selling for that amount. Hold on, let me shut my window. I got neighbors in the cul-de-sac. Okay. I'm back. Sorry, but oh god.
Don't break anything, please.
No, it's my little Leia.
Oh,
She's a
cool.
head, and like the thing is she needs a wider stance
Yeah,
because she like bobbles and just topples, and it's sucks. See,
blue tack.
she needs to be like that.
Yeah, that'd probably be
That's what
that.
she
Yep.
needs.
Put a little bit of blue tack on her bottom or Velcro.
She came with a stand.
Yeah.
You lost. Next question, please.
You're like, I'm not even going to pretend that I heard that. No, nope, that did not exist. That did not happen. You did not say that. Oh dear. I
The
love
judge
it.
would side with me. Be like, oh gosh, she lost the stand. It's a top at me. I was like, I know.
Velcro tape. That's what I suggest.
Yeah.
Velcro tape. Works every time.
That is good. I may have to grab some of that.
Oh yeah, it's good stuff. Love Velcro. So wait, when you said the prices over there, so in Life is Strange 2, and everyone in my community can attest to this. At one point in the game, it's the Daniel and Sean are leaving Mount Rainier National Park. They're just on the outskirts, and they come across a service station, a gas station, and they go inside, and they're supposed to be buying food, and I'm going up and down the shelves in this gas station, and I'm going, all right, let's see what do we have on these shelves? Bread, pop, bottled water, and I was like, all right, so yeah, a loaf of bread. That sounds like sounds good. That could do them for like 2 or 3 meals, easy between two teenage kids. I'm like, all right, so how much is a loaf of bread? I'm like, $5. What? I'm like, no way. A loaf of bread cannot cost $5. I'm like, over here, a loaf of bread is like £1.30 tops.
Yeah. So
You
where they were, because it's a service station kind of out in the middle of nowhere, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of normal between I'd say $3 and $5. Out there where we live in more the metropolitan area, you're looking at $2 for the basic white bread. If you're trying to get fancy, get the birdseed shit, you're looking at probably $3-4.
Yeah. And this was just, as far as I could tell, it was just standard bog white bread. Just normal bread.
That's kind of normal, and you'll see that too, because we're super big on camping here, because we have three national parks and 2 rainforests, and so we just kind of go out into the wilderness and get super drunk, I guess. I don't know. That's what we do because we're Americans. I don't know. You'll see that though, because there's always these little gas stations that are on the way, oh, did you forget something, or did you run out? And they like to jack the price up. I mean, here in town you can get gas for $2.50 to $2.50 a gallon depending on where you go, but out in the middle of nowhere, you're paying $3.54 a gallon.
Wow. Yeah.
Because they can, right? It's it's a supply and demand. It's what are you gonna do? Drive another 30 miles to get a loaf of bread? No, you're gonna spend $5 to get it from me.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. They do it over here as well, but not
Old capitalism.
Yeah. They do that over here as well. If you're on the motorway over here, which is the UK version of interstate over there.
Mm-hmm. Freeway.
Yeah, freeway. Yeah. So, but on motorway, you can go to a rest area, and they've got rest areas are these. You got loads of different fast food restaurants and McDonald's, Starbucks and so on, and you got little convenience stores. And yeah, they sometimes jack the prices up there as well.
Yeah.
So.
And it sucks, but it's because there's no competition out there, right?
Oh
So
yeah,
there's
exactly.
nothing
Yeah.
to drive the price down. With and that's what you get in the city is you'll come to like a crossroad, right? Like an intersection, and there'll be a gas station on every corner, all four corners, and they're all just trying to beat each other by 1 penny because like, oh well, that's cheaper over there, so I'll go over there. So paying $5 for a loaf of bread in the middle of the round of like the Mount Rainier National Park, yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah. I was just like, I was flabbergasted. I'm like, I'm not going to buy any food. Not going to do it.
No, I'm not doing it. Nope, starving.
I ended up buying some, but in the game. But yeah,
Good.
yeah. Rock said that because Rock played Life is Strange 2 right after I did, and he said that he bought a can of mac and cheese and bread, which came up to about $10 for a couple tins of mac and cheese and and a loaf of bread.
Right? Sounds about right. Now the question is, how did you cook the mac and cheese?
Well, in the game, it doesn't show them cooking it. It just shows them sitting. What happens is you take the food that you bought from the convenience store, and there's a picnic table right outside, and they sit down with the food that they bought, and look over a map and try to figure out where they need to go, or where they're going to go next, and they eat the food while they're there. So it's I'm guessing they're eating cold mac and cheese sandwiches,
Cool mac and cheese sandwich where like the noodles are still hard because the water you got was cold because you got it from a creek that's running on the side of the road.
I mean, if it's canned mac and cheese, it's already cooked.
Canned
Yeah. So
okay, all right. I was I was thinking like the things the easy mac, right?
no, it'd be the canned. Yeah.
Do we even have canned mac and cheese, babe? Is that a thing?
I feel like Chef Boyardee may have one.
Chef Boyardee? Yeah, I could see that too. I could see that because like I'm thinking like raviolis I could see, or like SpaghettiOs, but I don't see. Now I have to drive out to the middle of the Rainier rainforest and see if I can't find. Oh, they do. Oh, okay. Confirm. Chef Boyardee. Really? Okay, so the retail price on a can of Chef Boyardee mac and cheese is 88 cents.
Okay.
So $5 is highway robbery.
Yeah. I think it was I think he picked up 2 or 3 cans of mac and cheese. You just automatically pick up. I think it's 2 or 3 cans, and it's it's $5 for 2 or 3 cans of mac and cheese.
Gotcha.
So. And
wow.
we're getting a cat cam over here now. So.
Sure. Can I take 1 minute? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, give me a quick sec. I'll be right back.
Rock, if you made mac and cheese over a fire, I mean, if you do it in the tin, it's perfectly fine, isn't it? Everyone say hi to Felix. She's come to say hello again and get loads of attention off of me and love. Haven't you? Yes, you have. Good girl. She's such a pain in the... she's such a lovely kitty. Rock, you don't know what the total... Yeah, it sounds like it's probably about $10, yeah. If you bought mac and cheese, and because I think I did the same, so it's probably about that. Smilebringer, we still have 3 chili steps to go to get through tonight. We've done the first step in the challenge. We've got 3 more to go. Felix, do you mind? You're gonna have to go, honey. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to chill out. Felix.
Okay, now I'm back. Sorry, I was muted again.
It's all right. I'm trying to keep my cat away from my keyboard at the moment.
Oh, this is the cat you were talking about, right? The one that, like,
Yeah,
jump on and everything?
Oh crap.
Whoa, look at that. Look at that. Oh my god, Katie, you're so down. Look at that.
Smilebringer gifting 5 gift subs, and we're gonna have to put up with this alert for five times.
That's a pretty cool alert, though, man. I like it.
Smilebringer, you're not here. Sure, Smilebringer, sure. In case you're wondering, I use, for a lot of my sound alerts, I use, and some of my visual alerts, I use, a website called productioncrate.com.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll have to check them out. Productioncrate.com. I'm actually gonna write that in our chat.
Funny Pog! Pog funny!
Cool. Just so I don't forget.
Yep. Smilebringer, yeah, it's Stream Elements, and yeah, I need to come up with a couple of variations for gift subs. What I'd love to do, I think that's the last one. There might be one more. I think that was the last one.
Yep. I think we're good.
So what I'd like to do on my alerts, and I've got to find the right sound effects, is for like 5 gift subs, I want to do a slightly longer alert than what just played.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of it being like a 10-second alert, maybe like a 15-second alert of something epic, and then for anything over 5 gift subs, I want it to play like a 30-second alert that's like an awesome song. Free use, non-copyright song, of course, but yeah.
So what you're saying is not the Black Eyed Peas.
No. I prefer not to get DMCA'd.
I understand completely.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That has to be super hype. And you've redeemed Stretch, Chase.
I just wanted to stretch.
So stretching. It's a team effort. Are you ready? As we go through, we've got our own stretches here. Okay.
All right, let me sit back down. Hold on. All right, what are we doing?
Take me bowling. Okay, so for stretching. Rock's doing all the alerts. That's okay. Okay, for stretching, everyone, are you ready? Okay, I'm gonna have to not do Yep.
She's ready.
Okay. Right. I'm taking my press to talk button off because this requires 2 hands.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it's stretch time, everyone. You can thank Chase for this. Ready? Arms above your heads. Interlacing your fingers like this. Up above your heads as high as you can go.
Okay.
Pretend like you're propping up the sky. Because you're Chicken Little and the sky is going to fall down on your head.
Stretch.
And now,
Team effort.
bend over to the left until you can feel a nice stretch in your right side.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Then back to the center. And then stretch over to the right until you can feel that stretch in your left side. Then back to the center. And finally, stretch backwards until your shoulders hit the back of your chair. And then drop your arms down. Give yourself a nice little shake. And there you have. Milebringer,
Nice.
it cracked. Yeah, if your shoulders or
Remind me to
neck
never
don't crack,
redeem that again.
if your shoulders or neck do not crack with that stretch, you're doing it wrong.
Will you take
Smilebringer soon, Muir's yoga stream. if I had more room, I would so do a yoga stream.
All right, so yeah, food.
Food. Food. Yeah, I've got to eat 3 pieces of chocolate.
That you do.
So Smilebringer, every sub or gift sub equals $2 into the love jar. So that's $10 that Smilebringer's put in the love jar on top of the $2 that Chase put into the love jar. So that is a total of $19 in the love jar just on subs alone for tonight, added to the 7 that's already there. So
That's
this
awesome.
is that is seriously awesome.
You're someone's night, man.
Oh yeah. So we've got 3 steps of the chocolate chili challenge to do, and that will end the chili chocolate challenge for tonight's stream. Here we go. We have step number 2, which is medium heat, by the way.
Looks pretty spicy.
Oh yeah. This.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Dang. I'm doing these back to back, by the way.
Oh,
Here we go.
You're an animal.
Step number 3. Oh Jesus. Hold on. A little bit of spice kick there. Fiery hot chocolate.
Ooh.
See, at first these aren't so bad. Oh my god.
The best thing is I can hear your voice before I see the reaction.
Ah, Jesus.
Better. Oh man.
The worst part. Sorry, needed a drink there. The worst part is it's like, oh, this isn't too bad, and then the chili hits. Oh. Smilebringer, thanks for the hydrate. I'll take advantage of that extra one. There we go. Right. The 4th and final step. Oh, Jesus. Extreme heat.
I'm so excited for this one.
I've got to psych myself up. Alright, can we get some emotes in the chat, please, everyone?
I'll give you some emotes. What we got? It's okay.
See, like I said, at first, it's not too bad. This one, the extreme, fine. There's 0 heat. It's nice and sweet.
Is that just because you already burnt off your taste buds?
And to tell the hit finally, oh my god, it's... Yeah. Oh god. Jesus Christ on a cracker.
What's this?
Oh. Oh my.
Fantastic. Hey Kate, I gotta get some of these chili chocolates.
Oh, Jesus.
She's saying I wouldn't be able to handle them, so I'm gonna have to get some, then have you on my stream, and then I'll
Oh, yeah.
eat
Well, you
all
see-
5 of them back to back. It'll be good.
This one that I got, yeah, it's, I'll show you the box. This is the box. It's 4 20-gram chocolate bars.
Mm.
That just have, oh, jeez. Sorry. This one just gets stronger the longer. It's like the extreme heat. You can't taste the heat, and it just it just gradually builds after you finish the chocolate. It just gradually builds up over like the course of 3 minutes.
Oh, I love.
But yeah, these literally are just regular jalapeno chilies.
Mm-hmm.
It's just each step adds a little bit more chili in the chocolate.
Gotcha.
It's the cheap kind. This is the cheap challenge. The more expensive one actually puts different types of chili in the chocolate. So it goes from your typical jalapeno all the way up to like Carolina Reaper.
I can definitely do that.
I didn't get that one because it was like 30 British pounds for the challenge.
Oh, that's expensive.
Yeah.
Wow.
This one.
Have you looked into like the one chip challenge at all?
The what?
The one chip challenge.
No. What is that?
It's literally one chip. It has, oh god, yeah, they're like $30. And it's like, hold on, I'm on their website right now. What is it? It's yeah, it's a chip that's just coated in, I think, Carolina Reaper. Yeah. Oh god, that.
Oh,
looks
wow.
terrible.
that would
But it looks
probably.
fun.
Dang.
I it's good.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
it probably
like-
is. Yeah, at first, and then it burns your tongue out of your mouth, and
I'll have to test that one day too. That'd be great.
you know what I'm gonna have to do, because when I'm finished with this chili chocolate challenge, I told everyone that if I can afford it, I'll get the proper chili hot sauce challenge.
Ooh.
And it's like 7 bottles of hot sauce, and you try like a drop of each one, like on a cracker or something, you know, or on a
Wow.
toothpick, you know, and
Yeah.
you go up all 7. It goes literally from like super mild, almost sweet, all the way to like your Carolina Reaper,
Wow.
or above. I think there's one that's above Carolina Reaper now.
That sounds great.
But I think if I do that one, I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to find one of those gummy tongues that are like life-size gummy tongue.
Yeah.
And when I try the last one, have the gummy tongue like fall out of my mouth to make people think that it actually burned my tongue out of my mouth, and see how many people I can freak out with that.
Ooh, that would be good.
I mean, now I've spoiled it because I've said this live on stream, and everyone's going to be expecting it now, but it's still funny.
Hey, you know what? It's okay. If you do it like a couple months from now, they'll never remember.
Smilebringer, YouTube won't know.
Yes, that as well.
Yeah, neither would TikTok or Instagram.
Ooh. That would actually be a really good TikTok.
That would be a good thing. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. That Smilebringer perfect short vid. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, by the way, have you been taking advantage of YouTube Shorts? Have you heard of that?
Me? No, I have not.
Okay, so it's a good idea for you to get in on it right now while relatively few people are doing it. So a YouTube Short is basically where you record a video. What I've been doing is I've been using my Twitch clips. It has to be between 15 seconds and 60 seconds long.
Okay.
and in portrait mode. You know, like you recorded it off of on a phone.
Gotcha.
And you upload it onto YouTube, and in the title you add hashtag shorts. And it puts it up that YouTube automatically puts it in their shorts shelf.
Oh, you know what? I've seen that.
And I put,
I know what it was.
yeah, I put a short up. One of the ones I've been putting one up per day, and it's been hit and miss with them. But one of them, I've had nearly 2,000 views on.
Really?
In a week, yeah. Which
Sounds awesome.
for me, that's 2,000 views on a video is in a week is pretty much unheard of from my channel.
What? You're on TikTok, right?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Let me
I'm pretty much
hold on
everywhere.
let me skip the ad. Okay. What is your? Is it just your sub name, or not your sub name? I'm sorry, your Twitch name.
Yeah, on TikTok, yeah, I'm Murdragon. I'm pretty much Murdragon everywhere.
Okay, cool, awesome. I think I found you. Yes, I'll give you a follow.
Cool, thank you.
There we go. Look at us connecting, right? we're just connecting on everything.
Oh yeah.
Great.
Smilebringer, yep, at Murdragon on TikTok, I believe.
Nice.
I just created the account like a couple of days ago, so.
Sweet. Yeah, no, I saw a little bit, just like the little part that they clip out for the cover photo or whatever. I'm kind of excited to go through and watch all of your what do you got, 5-6 videos, something like that?
Yeah, on TikTok, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go through and watch them all and react to them. That'll be great.
Aw, cheers, thanks, appreciate that. Okay, so questions.
Yes.
Let's get back to another question. Okay, so how do you spend your free time in Washington?
Why are you laughing at that?
I heard that.
Why are you laughing at that?
I can bet what she I bet I know what she's gonna say. She's thinking free time. All he does is sit there and play video games.
That is true, man. I mean, so now I just chill, man, because I'm getting older. I'm almost 30. I got kids and a wife.
Sorry.
I work full time and I run a business, so it's like it's stressful, right? So like my free time now is just chilling. But what did I used to do? Oh man, I used to snowboard. I used to hike. Used to go camping. I remember me and my friends would literally just be like, "Hey, do you want to go to Seattle for the weekend?" We're like, "Yeah." So we just go and drive up to Seattle for the weekend. I mean, that's what we do. I mean, we have so many things here. We have so many hiking trails, and like actually I pulled it up here. Let me find this because it was some really cool info actually. So we have 3 national parks, 1,462 national registered historic places, 17 national landmarks, 24 national historic landmarks, and 186 state parks just in the state.
It's a lot of.
Dude, there's so much to do. It's crazy. It's insane. And like we have ghost towns. We have literal like haunted places that are really cool to go to. Mount St. Helens is awesome. So Mount St. Helens first erupted back in like the 80s or whatever, right? It was a massive thing. And you can just go there now, and you can climb Mount St. Helens. They have trails that go up almost all the way to the top. It's really cool. Oh yes,
That does sound really cool.
The ape caves are those are out probably about 45 minutes west of us. And it's they're literal how do I put this? Like lava tubes, like old lava tubes, that you can climb in, and they're massive, dude, and it's
Oh,
just
well, that sounds
super
awesome.
long, and you can go from one side to the other, and it's super cool, man.
Nice. I was gonna say, because when you said when you said ape caves, the first thing that came to my mind over here in the UK, there's something called Go Ape, which they're all over the country, and a lot of it is it's zip lines, zip lining,
Oh.
and they've got one in Wales that is a cave. You go into a cave at one point, and you climb all up and down inside of this cave, and you zip line in the dark at one point. It's like pitch
Wow.
black, and you basically drop. You climb up to this little ledge, and in order to get to the next part, you have to jump in the dark to get to the next ledge, and all you can see is a light about 300 feet away where the ledge is. Yeah.
That sounds crazy.
It's mad. It was so much
I'm
fun.
down for it. Pink says no thanks, but I'm down for it, man.
Oh yeah, it's perfectly safe. It's the lines, you're connected to a zip line at all times. So if you slip, you basically just hang there.
Gotcha.
In a harness, you know. So, but yeah, it's perfectly safe.
That sounds cool.
It's loads of fun. Yeah.
I think we have some places here that do zip lining, but I mean zip lining's not too big here. We have a lot of water sports. I mean, like, we have a ton of rivers. The Puget Sound is massive too. And so they do like tubing and water skiing and wakeboarding and kiteboarding in the gorge, rafting. I mean, we try to raft a river at least every year.
Nice,
And by
yeah.
raft, I mean like there's whitewater rafting, and then there's tubing as well. So you can go up like at the Washougal River, kind of in the gorge more. You go up to like mile point marker 5, and you just get your inner tubes and your friends, and you just float down the river, and it takes you all day. But it's so fun,
nice.
and it's just so relaxing too, as long as you remember sunscreen, because I did it back in the day, and I didn't put sunscreen on, and I was so sunburnt the next day for like the next 2 weeks, and it was a bad time.
Oh yeah.
So remember, use your sunscreen.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, my sister, because in Missouri they go whitewater rafting down the Merrimack River in Missouri
Yes.
a lot. And my sister went one year, and she forgot sunscreen.
Oh no, and whitewater rafting too.
Yeah, she literally couldn't
God.
move the next day. She was like lobster red.
That sounds like our honeymoon, because we went to Cabo San Lucas in Mexico for our honeymoon, and first day there, Kate did not wear sunscreen.
I got drunk.
She got really drunk, and she didn't put any on, and she was a lobster for the rest of the honeymoon.
Oh no. At least she wasn't a lobster for the wedding day. I mean,
True, this was a week
yeah.
after.
I have seen people who've like decided to get married at the same place where they do their have the honeymoon, and they like go there for like a couple of days to do the get a nice natural tan before the wedding, so that they look so that they look really nice in the dress, and I've seen people sunburn and this beautiful white wedding dress and like bright red skin. It's like, oh.
That sounds terrible. The lobsters are getting married.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I can't even. Oh man.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, we're also we're super big on baseball here, actually. I mean, like,
It's an
we
American
have one-
sport, but yeah.
yeah. I mean, but like, we have one team. It's up in Seattle. It's the Seattle Mariners, but it seems like even this far down, because we're about the farthest you can get southwise from Seattle. I mean, people still love them, and we're super big on college sports too. because we have the University of Washington and then Washington State University, and they're on opposite ends of the state, but they're just rivals, and so it's like you're either this or you're that. And I'm sure you guys have kind of the same thing over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I just learned how to play cricket. Not actually play, but understand the sport. And man, am I excited! It seems like a great sport.
I lived here for 20 years, and I still don't understand cricket. Yeah.
See, I saw on like the Xbox Game Pass. I was like, oh, Cricket 19. I'm gonna learn how to play cricket. And I played for like a half hour, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Like, when is it my turn to hit? Turns out, if you're playing traditional, it's the next day. So,
Yep.
so like T20 is definitely the way to go. Yeah, it's like there's a lot that goes into that sport, man.
It's a very it's each game can last days.
Yes.
A cricket, yeah, it can last literal days.
Yes, like I think for traditional, I think it's 5 days.
Yeah, 4 or 5 if I'm remembering right. Yeah.
Yeah. But then they came out with T20, which is 3 hours instead, and that was to get the younger people in, because they're like, oh, cricket's failing. It's like, well, yeah.
It takes 5 days for one game. Yeah,
It's like 5 days. What are you talking about? So they made it 3 hours, and now I guess it's popular again. I don't know.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean that's always been fun too. I remember as a kid, it was us packing up into the family car at like 5-6 o'clock in the morning or whatever, and driving up to Seattle, buying tickets from scalpers at like the entrance to the stadium to go and watch the Seattle Mariners play. And that was just an all day thing, man. And that, you were talking about like my favorite childhood memory, that just sparked up, and that is definitely my favorite childhood memory. It's just doing that
nice.
with my family, and it's nice. I mean, it's something that I can look back on and be like, wow, we actually did that. And I can't wait to do that with my sons too.
Oh yeah.
So
So real quick, we have gotten 75% on the Add to the Love Jar Community Challenge.
nice.
So the community challenge, the Add to the Love Jar Community Challenge, is a weekly community challenge. The community has can contribute up to 6,000 points, and the closer we get to the 6,000 points equals the more money that goes into the love jar. So if we get the entire 6,000, that equals $6. If we only get 3,000, that equals $3. So that's pretty cool. And Caroline, welcome to the challenge. Dang it! Welcome to the channel.
Challenge is over. Hi, Caroline. Welcome.
How are you, Caroline? Glad to see you here. Jeez. I get my words confused all the time. It's
Hey,
perfectly
man,
normal
me
for
too.
me.
I have a stutter, speech impediment, so I understand completely.
Oh, and Smilebringer, thank you so much for doing. Well, Rock and Smilebringer, thank you for adding to the community point challenge. And Smilebringer, thank you for doing the TikTok command. I appreciate that. That was very nice of you.
Very nice. Thank you. Okay.
Right,
Do you
so
have any more questions for me, man?
yeah.
I feel like we haven't talked a lot about Washington.
Do you have to leave at any particular time or
no?
Okay.
I am good, man.
Good.
I don't think I have anything. Do I have anything going on, Kate? Nope. I'm just going to the park later.
All right, cool. Ooh, park.
Shh.
Taking the kids to the park, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Always fun. Okay, so I asked how you spent your free time. Speaking of, 'cause you mentioned baseball. When I lived in the States, it was the St. Louis Cardinals. And I would go there every year with my church youth group,
Nice.
to watch the Cardinals. But I hated baseball back then.
Oh.
So, what I would do is I would bring like 3 books
Mm-hmm.
and my cassette Walkman.
Oh no, the cassette Walkman. Oh, I
Yeah,
wish I
yeah.
had one of those too.
I would
Oh man,
I would listen to music to cassette tapes and read books the entire day.
that's so awesome.
I mean, this
Yeah.
was before mobiles and
hmm
handheld games. Before the Game Boy and everything. So
See, I come from a very baseball family. Like I played baseball from, oh God, I was probably 5 up till my sophomore year of high school. So 16.
wow.
And I had to quit because I broke my arm and I got into drama kind of all at the same time. Well, I got into drama first and then I wanted to do the play, but I couldn't do the play and baseball. So I broke my own arm. I'm just kidding. I got hit with a baseball bat. Um,
Ouch.
and yeah, it hurt. But then I was just like, you know what? I don't want to do baseball anymore. And I remember my parents were pissed, because they're like, this is how you're gonna go to college. Like you're gonna get a scholarship. And I'm like, how? Because I'm left-handed? That's it? I'm not that good. And so yeah, long story short, I didn't go to college. But I did get into drama, and that kind of like shaped me as a person. So it's like baseball kind of shaped me as a person, I guess. And I went off on a tangent. I apologize. Let's go back to
That's all right. I loved drama when I was in high school.
yes.
I did one. The most memorable play that I did in high school was it was a bunch of what are they called? Monologues.
Mm.
And I played the part of a snake handler. And I actually we got one of the students in the school that I went to. He had pet snakes, and he brought one of his small boa constrictors
No way.
for me to hold during my monologue. And it was hilarious because the stage was the same level as the seats, as the audience.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and at the end was when I brought out the snake. And
That's so cool.
the first night, there were like this group right in the front row. There was these group of like 6 cheerleaders.
Mm.
And I brought the snake out, and as soon as they realized that the snake was real, as one, they bolted up out of their chair, screamed, and like 3 of them ran to the back of the room.
Oh God, that's hilarious.
And
I love that.
the other 3 like huddled together, like, it's a snake, and being the mischievous person that I am, I walked up to them with this snake, and I ad-libbed, and I went, "You want to hold do you want to hold it?" And they just freaked out. It was so funny. My drama teacher was both disapproving, and she was like, "Can you do that again? do that in the next 3 performances." I'm like, "Yeah,
Because
okay."
that's what it is, man.
Yeah.
I mean, drama's meant to cause feelings and emotions.
Oh yeah, it was hilarious. Each night, the end of my act was different because it was a different person that I targeted
Yeah.
at the end of my monologue each night. It was so good. I
love
loved it. Okay. No, sorry.
These damn tangents, man.
I know. I'm like the king of tangents, so it's okay. Another question. And this is actually the last question, so feel free to get on as many tangents as you want here. So, is there any place in Washington that you haven't seen that you wish you could? We're bucket list time, man.
Yeah. Don't look at me like that. Oh, you're waiting to hear my answer, huh? Okay. We were actually just talking
She's
about
taking notes for future birthday presents and anniversary presents. Yeah.
She definitely is, yeah. So I would honestly like. We were talking about this earlier when I was kind of telling the wife like what I was gonna do today and talk about and everything, and she started quizzing me on facts like about Washington. I was like, well, I don't know any of these things. I didn't know that we had a rainforest until today.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, because it's kind of like kind of far removed from where I live. But I would really like to go there. What is it? The Olympic National Rainforest?
Yes.
Yes. That's where I want to go. I think it would be so cool. Hello, kitty cat. I see that.
she was attacking. She jumped on my desk and started like
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
she started attacking my face mask.
oh really?
Yeah, it's hold on, I'll show you the face mask.
Yeah. I'm watching the stream. Let's watch. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, she's. This is my new face mask. I just bought today.
I love it.
Yeah, she started attacking this as soon as she jumped up on the desk.
That's just cats, man. You know, that's how they are. But yeah, no. So I would really like to go to the Olympic National Rainforest, and come to find out that Kate just told me right now that that's what she wants to do for Mother's Day. So I guess we're going in May.
There you go.
So yeah, because I actually have a week of vacation over Mother's Day, so it's gonna be perfect.
Oh, nice.
It'll be great. Let's see what else. I've already really done like all of Seattle stuff, you know, Pike Place Market, first Starbucks, all that stuff. I would like to actually go to the border, like the Canada border, you know, because I've never been up there, and maybe they'll let me through, maybe they won't. I mean, I got a passport, but we'll see. That's like our sister city, right? Like, because you got Vancouver, BC, and then Vancouver, Washington. So
Yeah,
whenever I tell people, oh yeah, you know, I live in Washington, they're like, oh, DC? I'm like, no, Vancouver State. Oh, where do you live? Oh, in Vancouver. Oh, Vancouver, Canada? No.
No.
It's a constant struggle.
Oh yeah.
I guess there's a big lighthouse too. Oh, that might be in Oregon, but close enough. There's a big lighthouse out by like Long Beach, Astoria area, which is on the coast, and I do want to go there. It's supposedly haunted. We'll see. But yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot that I would like to do. Yes, dear.
Orcas Island.
Oh.
Oh, I've heard of
Orcas
that.
Island. Yes, it's in the Puget Sound. You can actually do whale watching in the Puget Sound. A lot of people don't know
Nice.
that. And that is really fun. And then Orcas Island, you got the orcas there, obviously. I hope so. Otherwise, they named it weird. That would be really, really cool too. And like, as I'm talking to you now, I'm realizing like I've spent basically my entire life just on this I-5 corridor. And I've never really done much of anything except go to Tri-Cities. So it's like there's so much left of this state that I can do. I mean, the state is massive, and I don't think I've even covered 3 or 4% of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So thank you for opening my eyes to that.
No worries. I was gonna ask a question. My mind just went completely blank. Hold on, let me think.
It's okay. Take your time.
Okay, so have you or did you see in Seattle? Did you go to the Museum of Pop Culture?
I have not been to that yet.
Because I was gonna ask if you had seen the Minecraft exhibition that was there 2019, I think.
I've seen photos, but I did not get to go personally, unfortunately.
In our virtual travel stream last night, Monday night, we watched a video of someone going through that exhibit, and it just looked so awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we're super big on art here, especially when you get up more towards Seattle. Seattle itself is like 3 parts, right? It's like tech, music, and art. Like creative art, not like, I don't mean to say that to like say musicians aren't creative. You know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
And it's a big medley of just those three things just kind of rolled into one. And it's absolutely gorgeous, man. I mean, we have a whole wall of gum.
Yeah, we watched that. I was freaking out over it on Monday night. I'm like, why would people look at this as a tourist attraction? It's just chewed gum that people have stuck on a wall over the years.
Yep. Did you know that Washington also has the first revolving restaurant?
Yeah, that's the Needle, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
The Space Needle. Yep.
Yeah.
And which is also really, really cool. The worst part about it is you have to spend $5 to get one of those pennies that are stamped with the Space Needle.
Oh, those
That's
are always
the
so
worst part.
expensive.
They're so expensive, man.
Yeah. You can get them here at literally every tourist attraction. Here in the UK.
I bet you guys have a ton of tourist attractions too. So it's
Oh yeah, yeah.
the state's just raking it in, man.
Yep. So what you're talking about ghost walks and haunted places. Have you been to Seattle's underground city?
Yes. Do you know the history of the underground city?
A bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say I know that when Seattle was first settled, they built the city at water level, at sea level, and it was susceptible to floods, and they built literally everything out of wood, including the sewer pipes, which led to all sorts of trouble. And then there was the Great Seattle Fire, which burnt down a huge amount of what was in the city.
Yes.
And so they decided to then put everything up on stilts and make everything out of masonry, so that didn't happen again, so that the city didn't burn down again, basically.
You actually know a lot. You just
Yeah.
said what I was gonna say. I was gonna seem smart, but you just coming in there, man.
I love weird history like that. That is just my kind of history.
Let me ask you this: do you know what started the Seattle Fire?
I can't remember exactly what started. I know that the taverns exacerbated the problem. Because I know the fire spread to a saloon, the alcohol made everything go whoosh, and it spread to a second saloon, which made it go whoosh even more. But I can't remember off the top of my head what actually caused it.
If I remember correctly, and I will fact check this too. It was a candle that was in a cupboard that exploded, and then it just spread. Yes, super super wild, man. But yeah, no, I have done that. It's very creepy. Portland actually has an underground city too, but I think we're gonna talk about Oregon on a different podcast.
That's next week. Yep.
Yes. And so, I have done that. It's very creepy. There's a lot of, what's the term I'm looking for? There's a lot of history down there. You know what I mean? And it's super easy to get lost too. And that's why they're always like, yeah, you may want to just stay with your tour guide.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the same in Seattle as Oregon too, where like you could just pop up in like a random place throughout the city because they're all connected, right? It's like a bunch of tunnels. That is such a crisp camera. Hey, thank you.
Hi, Cypher.
Yeah, no, it's a super awesome city, dude. And definitely that is one thing that I suggest that a tourist does is do the underground city tour.
Cypher, how's it hanging? A little bit to the left and forward a bit. Oh god, I just broke Chase.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I just didn't expect that, man. I did not expect that. Oh, one thing I did want to say, since you were talking about the underground city, have you heard of the Shanghai tunnels?
I've heard, but I've not. I don't know anything about other than just hearing about them. I don't know anything about them now.
Okay, so this kind of brings in Oregon as well, because it's like literally like less than a mile separates Long Beach, Washington, and Astoria, Oregon. So it kind of happened in like the same like vicinity. Basically, the Shanghai tunnels. And I'm kind of going off of memory here. Back in like the olden days, I guess, they used them for Chinese slave trading. But then it turned into kidnappings and forced labor, because they would take sailors into bars and get them drunk, and then they'd put them in the Shanghai tunnels and they couldn't find their way out. And then they would basically put them into forced labor and ship them off somewhere else. That's like about the gist of it.
Wow, that's mad.
Yeah.
Hi, Christine, and how are you doing, Christine? I hope you're well. And Smilebringer says that you're either you have a really good camera or a good LUT. It's a good camera, I believe. It's a
Yes.
dang it, LSDR, DLSR. I always get the letters backwards, but yeah.
No, so I guess I'm a hobbyist now. I'm a hobbyist photographer, so I do have a Sony A7 II mirrorless DSLR camera that I'm using as a webcam.
Which allows him to do all the neat fancy stuff like
yes. See real fast here. Let me.
Like extreme zoom.
Out, and then this should put me back in focus. We'll see. Nope, I'm not in focus.
There you go. You just did, yeah.
Kind of.
It pops after a bit, but
there
yeah.
Yeah. Digital single lens reflex camera. Yes, that is what it is. Sorry, I'm trying to.
That is awesome.
Should be right. I shouldn't mess with it. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're back.
Yay! Yeah, that is one thing that I love about the DLSR cameras, is that just the fact that you can get yourself in focus, or you can get whatever you want in focus, and have everything else be blurred. It allows you to do all sorts of neat things with lighting behind you, and so you could put up like Christmas lights, for example, LEDs behind you, and have them. It gives it that nice bokeh effect in the background.
I love it. I love it a lot, and I actually just started using it. Actually, today's the first day I actually got it set up. So I'm glad it looks good. I'm glad I'm getting a lot of good feedback before I put it onto my own stream. This is kind of a trial run here to see if it worked or not.
Yeah, and the neat thing is with the blurry in the background, your wife or your kids, you don't have to worry about them being behind you, because we can see them, but they're blurred, so it provides them that little bit of extra privacy, which is that's good, especially with kids. Your kids are concerned.
Yeah, like, so. I mean, I'm in my bedroom, right? So it's like there's not a lot of privacy in here when I'm streaming. So it's good. And now I have it angled off to the side as well, because it used to be just like straight on this way. So I just smacked my mic. And so it's like right behind me is my bed and my closet. So it's like now it's kind of angled more. So yeah, no, we'll see how the stream likes it.
And Smilebringer says, have we been in any other areas in the States that perhaps Chase has been to? Just to add to the questions a tiny bit. So, let me get out my travel notebook. Hold on.
Yes. Yeah, I got a little bit more time here. I hear the kids waking up, so.
We'll wrap it up in a few minutes then.
Yeah.
So this is my travel notebook. I got this for Christmas.
Nice.
It's
great.
It's a leather embossed, notebook. I love it. It's got these little danglies on the side. That's a compass rose / ship wheel and an anchor. But yeah, I absolutely love it. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous book. And I decided, it took me a while once I got this book, it took me a while to decide what to use it for. And I thought, I know, I'll use it to record all the places that we virtually travel to during my streams.
Nice.
So, so far I've got, as far as states, we've only got 3 states that we visited. So there's Georgia, Maine, Georgia, Maine, and Wyoming. So have you been to any of those 3?
Yes, I went to Georgia. My uncle was stationed there when he was in the army. And when he got out of the army, he basically moved there and got married there.
Thanks,
so I
Christine.
spent, I think, like a week there. Maine I haven't been to, and what was the other one? Oklahoma?
Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Yeah.
Wyoming. I have not been to Wyoming.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of states I haven't been to. But then again, I mean, we have like 50 of them. 51 if you count DC, 52 if you count Puerto Rico.
Wow.
Yeah, where else in Washington did they go to? Because I want to see if I've been there.
So in Life is Strange 2,
Mhm.
they basically went from they started off in Seattle.
Mhm.
And hold on, let me get the page up because I've got a
Sure.
web page of where they went. So hold on. Okay, here we go. So in Washington itself, they went from Seattle, and I don't know whereabouts in Seattle they started. It was just a small, low-income suburb in Seattle.
Gotcha.
And then they walked from Seattle to Pierce County and
They
Mount.
walked?
Yeah, they walked from Seattle to Pierce County and Mount Rainier National Park.
That is so far.
Yeah, and in the game, they walked. It took them I think it took them about 3 days to walk that distance.
That sounds about right.
And then from there, they walked to Beaver Creek, Oregon.
Okay, I have been to Beaver Creek, Oregon.
Okay, so we'll cover that next week. But
Yes.
yeah, oh, it's the kiddos.
Hello. Do you want to come say hi? Yeah, you want to come say hi?
Aw.
Say hi.
Hello.
Say hi.
Hi.
There we go. Hi.
Aw.
All right. Hey, Daddy's almost done, okay? And then we'll go to the park. The park, yeah.
Ooh.
Done brushing their hair,
I see
and
that.
they demanded to see you. so
No,
I'm
that's
sorry.
fine. That's all good.
That's absolutely fine. I do not mind at all. So.
Yeah. So yeah, those are my twins.
Aw, they're adorable.
Yep.
I loved how surprised they were. The park. Like,
Yep.
wow.
Yeah, it's like a thing for them. Like, you mean I get to go somewhere? Like, yeah. Boys, hold on. Daddy's almost done. Okay. Almost done.
Aw. I mean, at that age, though, everything is an adventure.
Yes. Yes,
So,
it is.
Everything is new. Everything is an adventure. It's so awesome.
Yep. And
My
it's an adventure as a parent too, you know.
oh yeah.
I think we kind of talked about that earlier before stream. It's wild, man. Like never before would I've thought like, okay, here I am. I'm 27 years old and I have like almost 3-year-old twin boys. It's like holy shit.
Oh yeah. And my sister, she teaches kids. She's been a teacher or a nanny since, I mean, for years and years and years. Always different jobs because her husband's job and her husband's job, they move around a lot. Right now they live in Japan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so, but she's getting ready to, they're in lockdown right now. But as soon as lockdown's lifted, she's going to start her teaching job.
Oh, cool.
And she loves teaching. She teaches like between 5 and 7-year-olds.
Oh,
And
nice.
she absolutely loves it. She lets them get dirty. She treats literally everything as a learning moment. And she's so good at her job. She loves it. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I love people like that, man. Like, I know that there's some people out there that don't like kids, and it's like, all right, yeah, whatever. But then the people that are like, I hate kids. It's like, how do you hate kids, dude?
oh yeah,
Get it?
you can't hate kids. They're the most hilarious, charming, sweet people that you'll ever meet.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. 110%, man.
Yep. Anyway, I'll let you go so you can take your kids to the
Cool.
park. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I really appreciate it.
No,
And,
of course. Thanks for having me.
No worries. Are you still on for next week then?
Yep.
Okay.
I will be back for part 2.
Excellent. Right, everyone, say goodbye say goodbye and thank you to Chase, and don't forget to
Thank you,
go give
everybody.
him a follow over on Twitch.
I appreciate you all. Thanks for having me. Thanks for being so welcoming, and thanks for letting me go on tangents. And I guess if it's okay with you, can I say when I'm gonna be live next?
Yeah, sure, go right ahead. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna be live tonight. Probably like 2 a.m. UK time. I try to stream nightly. So just pop on in, say hi. Sometimes you'll see me, when the kids are doing nap or whatever. But yeah, no, and I'll see you guys next week.
Right. You take care
Thank you
and
so much.
have fun at the park.
Will do. I'll talk to you later.
Yep. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
All right then, everyone. Oops, sorry, I just hit the control button because I got so used to doing that. We did the call on Discord, and all of my Discord calls, I have pressed to talk, so I got so used to hitting the control button then. But how is everyone tonight? Christine, Caroline, Smilebringer, everyone. I hope you're well. Let's catch up for a bit. I love having guests in the stream. This is a new thing for me, by the way, is having guests on my stream. It's a thing that I've wanted to do ever since I started streaming, but I felt too. I felt I had that imposter syndrome, where I thought people won't want to be on my stream. I'm a nobody on Twitch, and I was too shy to ask people if they wanted to be. So I never asked, and I'm starting to get out of that headspace now, and invite more people on stream to talk, and it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. I love it. Bobringer, this is like content for a podcast, YouTube, and maybe bits of content for social media. It's so nice. I do love having guests on, especially during like with the virtual travel streams, because the people that I have on, they are what's the word? Experts. They're experts of where they live because they've lived there for a while. Makes sense, right? So it's pretty cool. So, we're just gonna kick back and relax for the rest of the stream. I hope you guys don't mind. Chase, you had a ton of fun. Oh, I'm glad you had loads of fun, Chase. As you found out, I tend to go off on wild tangents, which is fine because I only have 5 questions to ask during these streams, so tangents are welcome, and that's the reason why I only ask like 5 questions, because I allow myself to get on so many tangents. I thought to myself, if I ask more than 5 questions, then the stream is going to be like 6 hours long. Rock, how's your schoolwork doing? Is it coming along? So, Smilebringer. Oh yeah, definitely. I would love to see some photos that you've taken, Chase. If you're still around, would love to see photos. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter or TikTok or Discord, with any photos that you'd like to share of Washington. I would love to see them. Oh, by the way, I'll go ahead and post all of my socials real quick for anyone who would like to follow me anywhere. So Twitter, Discord, YouTube, TikTok. There you go. That's all the links. Oh yeah, I'm on Instagram as well. I don't have an Instagram thing. I think I'm Muir_Jargon on Instagram as well. I think it's Muir_Jargon though on Insta. See, the reason why I didn't have a TikTok or an Instagram command is because I just joined up to TikTok, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be a thing that I was going to, do regularly, but I'm enjoying it so far. And, pardon me, and Insta, I joined up to Insta, and I never posted. And I very rarely post on Insta. But I'm trying to get into the habit. And now that Instagram allows you to upload videos via your web browser, I will definitely be posting more often on Instagram. Rocky, so should you add that? Sorry, Smilebringer's added the TikTok. If you want to add the Instagram, Rock, if Smilebringer hasn't already, then you can do. Ah, there we go. Smilebringer's already done it. Thank you, Smilebringer. What was I gonna say? My brain just left me. It's okay, it does that often. So, guys, I have a couple of things to show you tonight. I bought... You saw my Pikachu mask. Hold on, let me bring down my microphone. You saw my Pikachu mask earlier. If you didn't see my Pikachu mask, here it is. This is my Pikachu mask that I bought. I like it. It's cute. Voice actor. Voice actor subscribing for 19 months. Let me get. Where'd it go? Hello? My desk is such a mess right now. It really is. I seriously, I need to clean my desk. It is so messy. I don't know where anything is. Hold on, let me move things around so I can find it. Ah, there we are. Voice actor, thank you so much for the resub. That adds another $2 into the love jar. We have added so much to the love jar tonight. It's just seriously amazing. I mean, wow. Let me stamp your heart, voice actor. There you go. One stamp on your heart. I had to find it. Chase, you sent a photo via Discord. Ah, thank you so much. Let's take a look at that. Nope, that's my bajillion windows that I've got open. That's another window. Here's Discord. From a waterfall in the... Oh, wow. That is gorgeous. That is so high definition, it looks like a painting. With the water. That is beautiful. Wow. That is seriously gorgeous. There were, when we went to Scotland, there were some waterfalls that cascaded over rocks that looked a little bit like this. Nowhere near that big, but that's what it immediately reminds me of. So pretty. Rock check general, no worries. Oh my god, the sour. Oh, I love it. Oh, that is good. That's seriously good. I like it. Thanks, Rock. I'm gonna have to add that to BTTV. And Downtown PDX from Chase. Holy cow, that's gorgeous. That's at night, I'm guessing. Wow, nice. Now I'm thinking Muir Sour, Rock. Yeah, Muir Sour would be good. Chase, yeah, it's a night photo. That is beautiful. I love cities at night. We live in Leeds. Well, we live in Leeds here in the UK. And when I first moved here, the house that I lived in had a gorgeous view from my bedroom window of the Leeds skyline. And I loved just I had to get a step ladder. I had to get a step ladder out so that I could look through my bedroom window because it was like so high above my head, me being short and all. But I loved climbing up that step ladder so I could look out the window at night and look at the skyline. Sorry, I'm just, me being short. I'm the punchline of so many jokes. Usually jokes that I make up myself. But yeah, there you go. That is seriously beautiful. So pretty. Chase, you're gonna have to do some research and take a special trip up to Seattle for... Oh, wow, yeah, I bet. Rock, the emote you added yesterday or whatever you called me your scream. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Josh, random question. How does the pick a game redemption work? Okay, so the pick a game redemption. You redeem it. And you can choose, you got loads of choices. You can either choose a game that is on my website. I've got a list of games on my website you can choose from. You can either choose from one of those games, or since you are a friend of mine on, since you got me as a friend on Steam, you can go through my library. And any game that I own on Steam, you can choose for me to play. You can also choose any free-to-play game, whether whether it's in my library or not. Or, alternatively, you can gift me a game for me to play. There's loads of ways. So, but yeah, those are the ways to do it. Yeah. Rock, look at general again, okay? Wow, the many faces of Muir. We have Uwu, Owo, Sour, Scream, Insane, Y, and Pog. I love it. I'm gonna have to make sure that all of those get added to BTTV. All the ones that aren't currently Twitch emotes. Josh, Hand of Fate 2. Do I own Hand of Fate 2? Oh, also, we're at 95% of the community challenge, by the way, everyone. Thank you very much for, everyone for putting points into the community challenge. I appreciate that. So, Josh, you want me to play Hand of Fate 2. Let me... Whoops, no, that's not... That is not Steam. Hand of Fate 2. I don't know if I own... Do I own Hand of Fate 2? Yes, I do. It's in my library. I do own Hand of Fate 2. So, Josh has redeemed Hand of Fate 2. So, in April... February, March, April, yep. Instead of going to Vampire, we will play Hand of Fate 2. For how long is the game? Do you know by any chance, Josh? I think we'll probably play play one game of Hand of Fate 2. We'll play it for at least a week, so see how long it takes for a week. See how many games we can get through. Your playthrough was 30 hours, but you completed it. Ah. Chase, Hand of Fate is such a solid game. I've played the first one, but I haven't played the second one. I'm looking forward to seeing how different it is from the first one. The first one was good. And I love the tabletop, the actual physical version of Hand of Fate. That's a good game as well. If you've never played the actual tabletop version, highly excuse me, highly recommend. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. But yeah, we'll definitely play it. We'll go through our virtual travel for this month, and then in April we'll bring up Hand of Fate 2. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, let me actually install it. While I'm thinking about it, let's see. Do I have enough hard drive space? Disk space required 4.14 gig. Disk space available 653.59 gigs. So yeah, I think I've got enough space. Just barely enough space on my hard drive to install this game. Josh, the second one is basically an improved version of the same game, a more cohesive story. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I've played the physical version of Hand of Fate. Well, actually, I've played Morgenstern's physical edition of Hand of Fate. It is a really, really good game. If you can get a hold of it, Chase, I highly recommend. Rock, have I seen any of your TikToks? Only the ones that you've sent me. You're gonna have to follow me on TikTok, Rock, if you haven't already. Hee, that rhymes. Oh, by the way, remember I said I bought 2 face masks today. The first one was the Pikachu face mask, and here's the second one. Meow. 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 I am Cat. It's so cute. It's my new hobby is collecting face masks. Rock, I will definitely follow you back, definitely. And imagine if you ended up on my what's an FYP? Forgive me, I don't know. Oh, we are so close to beating the community challenge, add to the Love Jar challenge. We are so close. We need 240 points. Oh, so close. By the way, this month, this weekly community challenge is a whatchamacallit, crap word, English mirror, an experiment. So next week, this week it was 6K. Next week I'm gonna bump it up, and the experiment is to see how high I can get all you guys to go, and then when I find the highest limit, then we'll keep it there. We'll keep it right below right around the highest limit. I'm just, you know, I want to see how much you guys can raise. Rock, it's a For You page. It's a page where TikTok selects videos from people that you aren't following, and sometimes people that you are following show up there too. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I was wondering if I would show up on yours. So far, the only people that have shown up on mine is the same guy who does like these weird photos. He does. They do like a behind the scenes video of how he did these weird how he took a weird photograph of himself with differing foregrounds and backgrounds and such like. And I have I just keep getting, he just keeps showing up on my page. Not the actual photos or the actual shots, you know, the fancy shots, but just the background ones of how he did it. Just keep showing up. I have no idea why. Oh my gosh! Cat habits! Cat habits contributing 240 points, parsecs, to the add to the Love Jar challenge. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. We have hit the Love Jar challenge, which means an additional $6 is going to be going into the Love Jar. Holy cow. This week is awesome, y'all. Seriously. This is going to be so... Friday's night stream is going to be so awesome. We're going to be putting so much money into charity and so much money into our Spread the Love raid. It's seriously sweet. I'm loving this. I'm really loving it. So, Hand of Fate 2 in April. The rest of this month is virtual travel streams. Wednesday. Rock. Oh no, it's okay. I'll when I look at my TikTok page, I'll see that you have followed me, and then I'll click follow. So that's pretty cool. So let's see. What was I gonna say? Oh yes, Friday is our next stream, and we are going to be doing virtual traveling to Mount Rainier National Park and Pierce County. That is, if you remember episode 2 of Life is Strange 2. The second half of episode 1, which would been our second stream. Second half of episode 1 of Life is Strange 2, they went from Seattle, and they, spoilers for anyone who hasn't played the game. When the bad thing happened, Sean panicked, grabbed Daniel, and they ran away. And they ended up, there was a huge, a cut, and then they appeared walking down a street, a highway, going towards Mount Rainier. And several days later, And that is where we're going to be concentrating, virtually traveling on Friday, is Mount Rainier, and we'll also take a little bit of a look at Pierce County since Mount Rainier is in that area. So I'm really looking forward to it. I really want to see how similar Mount Rainier is in real life to how it was in the game. Basically, I want to see if if they got the geography right. You know, if they got the river going through. I want to see if I would love. In fact, yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go into Google Maps. You know, the first-person view of Google Maps on Friday's stream, and we're gonna see how far we can get into Mount Rainier National Park through Google Maps. We probably won't be able to get very far into it because of, you know, Google Maps being the way it is. But I'm hoping that we can see photos that people have taken of the national park. And I want to see if we can find any photos that might be similar to the scenery that we saw in the game. I mean, I know it's not going to be true to life, but I still, that little curious part of my brain wants to see if we can find it. It's like when I read a book. Like right now, I'm currently going through the Anita Blake novels by Laurel K. Hamilton, and these are all based in St. Louis, Missouri, and surrounding areas. And part of me is like, if I still lived in Missouri, I would be wanting to go into St. Louis and trying to find the real life locations that are in these books. I really, really would. A rock. Thank you for the hydrate. Tasty. So let's see. Right. Let me go into the big camera. Turn up the music. Actually, you know what? Let's get a little bit of hype music in here. That's better. Little bit of upbeat music. There we go. I really need to add Cat Jam. I really do. Alright. It is time. It is time, everyone. Rock, lots of Unpogger happened in Life is Strange. Unpogger things happened in Life is Strange 2. Very true. Yeah, it's still 5 limit with a 20-minute cooldown. So basically, every 20 minutes until the end of the stream, normally. I think that's how I timed it, ish. Alright. So, the thank yous for tonight are very large. First, we need to say thanks to hiitschase, sorry. We need to say thank you to hiitschase for joining us as our special guest on tonight's stream. By the way, Chase will be returning next Wednesday for our virtual travel to Oregon week. I'm looking forward to that. Need to say thank you to... Hold on, I've got to travel back here. There's a lot to say thanks to. I mean, holy moly, you guys have been epic. You guys have been holy, totally epic tonight. So, thank you. Alright, so Lost Girl fam, thank you for the follow, yesterday. Hi, it's Chase. I keep calling you, it's Chase. No, Chase, thank you for the follow. And the sub. Rock has guided the raid, to Zypher, and we will be, Are they still streaming? Or are they streaming right now, Rock? Please check. If not, you can choose someone else. So thanks to Rock for redeeming hydrates, numbnuts for the bits, and making me eat that extremely sour. That was the worst taste ever, numbnuts. Thank you. Thanks to Katiekins for the follow, Smilebringer for the 5 gift subs, Chase for the stretch, Smilebringer for the hydrates, Caroline789 for the follow, Voice Actor for the 19-month resub, Morgenstern, Josh, thank you for choosing Hand of Fate 2 for us to play in April. Thank you to every single one of you who paid towards the love jar. We got that done in one stream, y'all. One stream to finish that challenge. You guys are seriously, seriously awesome. Thank you. And hosts, thank you to Shariah Vitcha, Smilebringer, Christine, Weedman, Dukesy, Solo, Stranger, Dark Mavi, Mary Marie Ann, Mrs. Slayer, Dr. X, Monster X, Ragnogal, Audience, Cal, Fluffy Dino, Kick Rocks, Voice Actor, Strabo Star, Chronicle Rock, Control Alt Defeat, Looster, DK Daddy Gamer. I need to breathe. F69 Gaming, Phil Chaos, Nonstop Train, Vectorman Live, Disco Alpaca, and Swift Glass Eater were the hosts. There were too many to mention. I had to breathe. One day, I will be able to go through all of them without breathing. And that day will be epic. Rock, how many hosts? Lots. A lot of them were auto hosts. But 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9, about 30 hosts. Like I said, a lot of them were auto hosts. But I'm thankful for each and every one of them. Damn. Alright. We are going to raid Zypher tonight. So let me just get that let me try that again. Let me just get that raid started. There we go. Let's get this raid started. Again, everyone, next stream Friday, 8 p.m. British time. That's 12 noon Pacific Standard, or 2 p.m. Central? Or if you're in Sweden, 9 p.m. Don't ask me for any more time zones, because my brain can't handle that many. Hold on. Okay. Ah, there it is. That was just so weird. But this is definitely Zypher's channel. Okay. For some reason, when I typed in Zypher's name, his name isn't showing up in the raid list. His icon is, but his name isn't. That's just weird. So let's give Zypher a raid, everyone. Smilebringer wasn't you? Wasn't you what, Smilebringer? Let's go give Zypher a raid. Remember, everyone, this is a coffee love raid. Let's go give Zypher an awesome raid. Show him our love, and I will catch you all on Friday. Bye. Love you all. Bye. Say bye. Bye. I'm so weird. It's okay. Catch you all Friday. Love you all. Bye for now.